Ravenswood neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois, and we're going to go through a retrofit all-electric Foursquare here in Ravenswood. It's going to be great. We've got a bunch of old materials, new materials, art and science mixed together. We'll meet the developer, we'll meet the realtor on this project, and maybe some other folks along the way. And I'm going to grab the camera, and here we go. All right. So we're starting on the second floor, but what I want to show you here, we just came out of one bedroom here on the side. If I can get that positioned. So there's our front door, front entryway. Front bedroom, I should say. We're on the second level right now. We'll get to the fun in a minute. Another bedroom over here, lovely open window. And then back here, this is actually a completely new part of the house. So there was an addition added to this Foursquare. We're in the master primary bedroom suite section. Beautiful windows there. And what's really cool, not electric, but we'll go into this ensuite bathroom, I thought was really cool, a tub inside the shower. So you've got your traditional shower, beautiful tiles on the floor there, and a really true wet room with the tub inside there. So, we heard the fan just kick on, so I've got ventilation coming throughout the house. But let's go take a look at what makes this an all-electric house as we figure out how to operate the camera a little bit. Okay, here we go. Take a step with us here. Another bathroom with the same beautiful tile, beautiful cabinetry there. And before we leave, one of the things we highlight often is the laundry system. So second floor laundry. And what's great about this is a stacked combination LG unit. And on top here, that is a heat pump dryer. So there's no vent for this dryer. It's basically at the top of the stairs in the attic or in the second floor hallway. Washer on the bottom, heat pump dryer on top, and some wonky stuff here. Okay, so we've got our large dryer plug for the electric dryer, and we've got the water connections. We've also got a condensate line for the dryer because it's a heat pump dryer, but noticeably absent here, there's no vent. This is not venting to the outside. This is a heat pump dryer. It does not require venting. It's plugged in. And so you've got a lot more flexibility about where you can put this system because it doesn't require a vent. And even though it has this giant plug there like an electric dryer, it's not using nearly as much electricity as a traditional electric dryer would use. Sorry, we're bouncing around quite a bit here with this system. So we're going to go downstairs. I'm going to try to avoid the crowd and go into the mechanical room. We'll see how that goes as we go down the stairs. Beautiful woodwork here. The developer is a professional musician who's also a woodworker and is developing these properties. Original door here, the traditional Foursquare. I'm going to skip that fireplace for now because we're going to go into the mechanical room. Uh-oh, we're going live. You're welcome to be on camera if you want to be on a YouTube channel. Oh, they're hiding away. No worries, I scared them away. All right, so I'm heading into the mechanical room right now. So, we are on the basement level, and there's a lovely, wet bar area here. You've got your beverage refrigerator, quick sink there, and larger refrigerator. But then in this area, always the key focus for the Electric Home Show, let's talk about electric systems. So first and foremost, this is a heat pump water heater. And this is one that I haven't seen out in the wild in a while. This is a Bradford White system. So this top section is the heat pump, and then the rest of the water heater here is the traditional water heater, or traditional electric water heater. And so just like any electric water heater, it's plugged in to the side. But again, like our dryer upstairs, this does not require a vent. This is all contained within this system, and we've got a circulation pump there. Moving next to that, I have a fresh air system from Broan, an ERV system. So this is bringing in fresh air from outside and expelling stale air, because we've got such a tight envelope in this building. So this was originally a historic Chicago four-square, built in 1915, so over 100 years old, that has been retrofit to fully electric. And next to that, we have a heat pump. Who knew? Yes, this is the channel for heat pumps. We've got a Bosch system here, which can do both heating and cooling of the house. So it has a condensing unit outside, just like a traditional air conditioner would have, but this is going to run in cold and hot weather, providing both heating and cooling to the house in this Bosch system. And so we've got, fresh air coming in from our ERV going into the supply of the Bosch heat pump system. Nice little setup here. You might be able to hear the heat pump water heater running a little bit. We're in a mechanical room, so not too big of a concern. One thing we'll notice though is that heat pump water heater is going to cool down this space. So it's probably about 70 degrees in the rest of the home, but in this single contained space, it's about 65, 66 degrees, because this is, cooling the space that it's in here. So I'm going to back out here and try not to scare anybody away this time. Beautiful basement area. Again, the homeowners have not yet moved in, so we've got a bit of a preview before they move in. The same tiles in the restroom, bathrooms here. And then what I thought is interesting over here is we've got our electrical panel, and we haven't seen a lot of electrical panels on the show. This is a 400 amp service. Okay, so we're zooming in here. Now, I don't actually think this home needs a 400 amp service, but the city of Chicago requires it. So if I'm doing this kind of upgrade and addition to this house, they're requiring a 400 amp service. If you're retrofitting your existing home with 200 amps, you should be fine. Even with 100 amps, it can be done. 400 amps to me is a bit of overkill, but I am not the code enforcement agency, and I'm sure they have their reasons. So we're going to sneak back up the second set of stairs, which is actually going to take us into, well, we'll just peek out this door really quick. So detached garage, which is still finishing some painting there. Lovely brick paver patio outside. Beautiful November day. And there's a host if anybody wants to see how we're filming this session. And up these second set of stairs, trying not to interrupt everybody, and sneak in here a little bit. So we have a bonus room, and then on the other side, we've got some folks here. So I'm going to move around the corner to take a look at our kitchen and check out some of the cabinetry here. I'm just going to avoid some folks so that I can maintain there. Can I sneak past you? There we go. All right. Sneaking around the corner here. Interesting part here. So traditional fireplace, but not so much. This is an electric fireplace. It's on right now, but it's actually not putting out any heat. It's really just for ambiance, and in this type of home, that really makes a lot of sense here. Here we are in the front room of the house. Beautiful stained glass windows. These were restored and added some systems here so that they can both provide that beautiful stained glass look, but they don't overheat in this space. And so the developer built a channel to allow some of the cooler air to cool the lead in these glass windows so that the lead itself doesn't melt because of the stained glass. So, maybe not something that they were thinking about 100 years ago when someone first put in stained glass windows here, But we'll try to see if we can zoom in a little bit to see this channel that allows some air to get through but still provides a lot of insulation value here. The last things I'm going to check out here really quick. I'm going to do a turn this way, check a look at that room, and then we'll take a look at this beautiful induction cooktop. So this is an AGA range, which has 3 different indoor stove pieces, but then this entire top here is an induction cooktop. So I think they're going to do a demonstration here. I've never seen a induction range that's this large. But hey, thanks for watching the Electric Home Show. We did kind of a run and gun session here. I'm going to go outside really quick in this neighborhood that we're at and say thank you to our homeowners. I want to highlight Wayne Beals and the Beals Group for inviting us on this tour today to see this beautiful 100-year-old all-electric home in Ravenswood, neighborhood of Chicago. So beautiful retrofit. It can be done in older homes. Electrification is the future. And you know what? Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Let me do a quick turn this way. Hey, there we go. Thanks again for watching the Electric Home Show. I'm Aaron Stash. Like and subscribe for more, and we'll see you at the next Electric Home. Take care.